All right, guys, new intro here for the Bear Pack. We hit 10,000 subscribers again. We want to thank everybody again. Trey, if you want to pull that 10,000 subscribers up, if you guys comment llama on any of our videos up until Super Bowl, you will be entered into winning $1,000 from us. The only catch is, come Super Bowl Sunday, you have to be in the chat to claim the prize. We're going to have a live at halftime. You have to be in the chat to claim the prize, and you have to comment llama on any of the videos up until the Super Bowl. We also have 12,000 subs coming right around the bend. We're at 10,200. We're going to give away 2 tickets to anybody to any game they want. NBA, NFL, college basketball, it doesn't matter. We can wait until the new season for NFL. Any game you want to go, whenever we get to 12K, we're going to have that giveaway coming up as well. We also have a new game. It's going to be Trey and myself versus the Bear Pack. You can call it Pros versus Joes if you want. I don't really like the name because I don't consider us pros. I don't consider you guys Joes. But Trey, if you want to go to the YouTube channel, this is how you guys play. You're going to go to our YouTube channel. You're going to hit the community tab. We've been in the community tab a lot this season. You're going to go to the community tab. We have our plays for the day. So obviously the intro is not going to have plays for today, but these are our plays for our next video. It's the Pelicans -2.5, the Heat -5, Quinnipiac -4.5, and Wisconsin -10.5. Those are Trey's and myself's plays. What you guys are going to do is pick which one you think will not hit, meaning you're going to fade us, which is Pros versus Joes, which is the game called, but you guys are going to try to pick which one is not going to hit. If you guys win, you're going to get a point. If we win, we're going to get a point. We're going to run it Friday through Friday every single week. Whichever team has the most wins, so 4-3, 6-2, whatever it is, that person or group will win $50. If the community wins, we're going to do a wheel spin for the community. If we win, I don't know how we're going to get our cheddar, but you guys are just going to have to subscribe, I guess, more. But that's the game. Hopefully everybody understands it. Trey, let's get into the video. All right, guys, let's get some NFL picks and props for Sunday, January 21st slate of games. Let's take a look at that leaderboard. Trey, start us off.
Yeah, my game just ended 0-1 now. I gave out the Texans over. They're 16.5 team total versus the Ravens. They cannot get their offense going in this game. It was tough to watch. Their only scorer, besides the field goal, was on a punt return, so their offense could not get going. Ravens, buzzsaw, watch out.
Yeah, we are recording before the 49ers game, so I'm currently 0-0. I've got the Niners -9.5. I also have the team total over 30.5 going up against the Packers. I hope they score 40-plus points, and the Packers get dominated. So let's move on to the plays for tomorrow. We're both going to break down a game. Trey, I'll have you start us off.
Yeah, guys, I'm going to break down this Tampa Bay Buccaneers going up against Detroit Lions game. This is going to be a fun game to watch. Both teams, they deserve to be here in the divisional round. The Bucs, they won the NFC South with a 10-8 record, and they're all 12-6 ATS as well. Tampa Bay, they are 5-4 on the road this season, and they did whoop the Eagles last week in the wild card, winning that game 32-9. And the Lions, they won the NFC North with a 13-5 record. They are 12-6 ATS. Detroit, they are 7-2 at home this season. And the Lions, they squeaked out a win last week in the wild card against the Rams, winning that game by 1 point. I really like the Bucs here in this game, guys. I feel like there's a real chance that they could win this game straight up. So I love that we're getting points. Give me the Bucs. I'm going to buy a half point, though, to avoid a push and take them at +6.5 here in this game. I love that we're getting so many points because this Bucs defense is on a completely different level from what the Lions saw last week with the Rams. Todd Bowles, he had his linemen as his linebackers and his linebackers as his linemen. Bowles, he's going to get something completely different ready for this game and surprise Jared Goff. I think he's going to be a little bit below what we've seen throughout this season for the Lions. And these two teams, yes, they did play in Tampa Bay earlier this season, and the Lions, they won that game 20-6, so winning it by 2 touchdowns. But I expect a closer game here because this Lions defense, I think that they're going to be able to keep this Buccaneers offense in this game. So if the Bucs defense can show up, I think that's going to be the difference maker here. Whenever we factor in that this is a top 5 price ticket in the history of the NFL divisional round, I think that the Lions outpriced their true fans here, guys. They're a hardworking blue-collar city. They cannot afford a ticket that is $2,000+. Give me the Bucs here. I think the Lions ownership is going to screw them over here in this game. Give me the Bucs +6.5 versus the Lions.
Yeah, Trey, I actually kind of like that play. I kind of like Tampa to go in there and win that game as well. But for my play today, I'm going to be looking at the Buffalo Bills. I'm going to take them on the money line going up against Kansas City Chiefs. We know exactly what both these teams are. And if either of these teams bring their A game, that team's going to win. We've actually seen both teams play their best game. That was back in 2022 in the AFC divisional round where we saw the famous Patrick Mahomes 13-second field goal drive. The Chiefs, they went on to win that game in overtime and implemented the Josh Allen rule, which is now teams, if you score in overtime, will get an opportunity to match. So now in overtime, if the team scores in the playoffs a touchdown, the other team still has an opportunity to go down and score. That's the new Josh Allen rule. But this game simply comes down to the Buffalo Bills getting their 3rd chance in 3 years to knock off the Kansas City Chiefs to move on and have an attempt at the Super Bowl. They've had to go to Arrowhead in 2021, 2022, But now here in 2024, they're going to have a home playoff game for the first time in 3 years. And Patrick Mahomes, he's never played a road playoff game. That man has won 12 playoff games, all of them at home, and this is going to be his first road test of his career. I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills because of the iconic Stephon Diggs moment of him looking in 2021 at the Kansas City Chiefs advancing to the Super Bowl. I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills because in 2022, the same thing happened, but in even more devastating fashion. Patrick Mahomes got the ball in overtime. The Bills, they never had a chance. I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills because after 3 years of waiting, they finally got their chance to knock off the Chiefs at home with the Bills Mafia crowd. Give me the Bills to win this game. They move on. They're going to play the Ravens, and who knows? Maybe they knock off the Ravens and go to the Super Bowl. Give me the Buffalo Bills on the money line as the play. Trey, let's go to the player props. Have you start us off?
Yep, same thing with the game pick. I am 0-1. My game just ended. I gave out Devin Singletary to go over 59.5 rush yards. Versus the Ravens, Singletary, he got 9 carries, only turned that into 22 yards. It was tough to watch. The Texans offense could not get going. Got down a little bit early, so they had to go away from the run game. But I love my play for today, though.
Yeah, the Ravens were incredible today. I don't know if any Houston Texans prop hit, so that was just a tough loss there. I've got Brandon Ayuk to go over 70.5 receiving yards against the Packers. Again, the game hasn't started, but the Packers secondary, I don't think they're that good. So hopefully Brandon Ayuk can go over 70.5. Trey, let's look at the props for tomorrow. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to go back to another rushing prop. This one hit for us last week. It's going to hit for us again. Give me Isaiah Pacheco to go over 61.5 rushing yards against the Bills. I really love this over for Pacheco in this game. We're going to see him be the bell cow again in this game. And with the Chiefs probably wanting to keep the ball out of Josh Allen's hands, Pacheco, he should be on line for a ton of work. Because last week we saw him get a ton of work in the frigid conditions in Kansas City. Pacheco, he received 24 carries and turned that to 89 rushing yards, which is over this number. And I expect something similar here in this game because Isaiah, he's only played against the Bills once in his career so far. And in that game, he only received 2 carries because he got injured. So I expect Pacheco to want to set the tone early and kind of atone for what he's missed out on, kind of delivering the blows to the Bills. And whenever we factor in this matchup here versus Buffalo, it actually makes me love this play even more because this Buffalo team, they're in the middle of the pack when it comes to stopping the run. Buffalo, they allow an average of 110 rushing yards per game. So we have to expect Pacheco to at least get half of those here in this one versus the Bills. So give me Isaiah Pacheco to go over 61.5 rush yards versus Buffalo.
Yeah, Trey, I do like that. Pacheco's a monster. For my player prop today, I'm going to take Baker Mayfield to go over 260.5 passing yards against the Lions. I had Baker Mayfield last week. I'm going to take him again. I think Baker Mayfield's playing the best football of his entire NFL career, and his entire team has his back over the last several games, making this playoff push and then winning last game against the Eagles. In that game against the Eagles, he was basically perfect. He threw for 337 yards, 3 touchdowns. He had 120 quarterback rating. And a lot of that's because Baker Mayfield's playing at an elite level. But a lot of that also has to do with the targets that he has with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin. The Detroit Lions this season, they have a worse rated secondary than the Philadelphia Eagles. And even though the Detroit Lions are at home and they are playing better defensively, that secondary still has a lot of weaknesses. Give me Baker Mayfield to go over 260.5 passing yards in this game with Mike Evans and Chris Godwin putting in some work on that secondary. Baker Mayfield over passing yards as the play. Trey, let's go to the graphic. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I went the Bucks here plus 6.5 versus the Lions. I agree with everything Bear just said. Baker, he's going to lead the Bucks to a great game, to a cover, hopefully a win against the Lions. I don't like what Detroit's going on. I don't like that they raised the prices. Sheila Ford-Hamp, you deserve to lose this game, if I'm being honest. Also going with Isaiah Pacheco over 61.5 rush yards versus the Bills. He's going to eat. The Chiefs are going to keep the ball out of the Bills' hands. Cold, windy. This equals Pacheco.
I mean, can you blame him, though? Can you blame
this
the Lions?
is the first time to get that playoff money for a while.
Yeah,
so
I know.
to make up for the past 60 years, I guess.
I know, dude. I'd be putting up the prices as well. But I'm going to go with the Bills here on the money line because they've had 3 years, even 4 years of torture against Kansas City Chiefs. Finally at home, I think they win this game. Finally get the monkey off their back. And then give me Baker Mayfield over 206.5 passing yards against the Lions. Lions secondary pretty shaky. I like Baker Mayfield. He made the Eagles look foolish. It's going to make the Lions look foolish as well. Guys, that's going to do it for the NFL Plays and Props for Sunday, January 21st slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like in this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching. Look at the leaderboard. We had multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You're going to click that. There's 2 options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube, and it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,